Isn't Smallin a thing in this deck? I don't know.
My long slumber has ended.
All I know is that my long slumber has ended. I really like this Hopeful Dryad art. Like, I'd love to have a poster of it behind me, you know what I mean? Or I'd like to own a card of it. But I actually kind of like the, I kind of like the original art better as far as a card. I don't know. I don't know. Tight-lipped? Yeah, I mean, we could have put tight-lipped in. But we have Zephyrus, right? So it's not, we're not as pressured to do that type of thing in this deck as we would be in others. I'm a big Signature fan, but I get why you'd think that. Yeah.
A dream come true.
A dream come true. Unlucky. This used to be 3 mana 3/5. Is that what it used to be? They buffed the mana, right? It was a 3 mana 3/5 before. It was like barely good, and now it's still like barely good just because of how Hearthstone has changed since then. It's like it's just always the low roll. Oh my goodness, chat. Opponent is out here with this thing. Look at us go. Stay alert, my chungus. Stay alert. There we go. Rude. That was my most favoriteest dreamer. Thoughts on the priest signatures? Which ones? You mean Raiden? Raiden? I love the Raiden one. Sif is also, yeah, definitely one of my favorites for sure. Well, chat, we can do a lot of Naralax stuff next turn if we want.
Not a single scale.
So this, then this, then this. Maybe? The Imbue priest ones? I don't know that I've seen them. Look at all these diamonds in a row. Bunch of diamonds in a row, chat. You love to see it. Alright. All are nourished when the cycle restules. Alright, I was like worried that I'd taken extra damage, but no, I didn't. Hi, Booger. Wow, no one can MartianBuu quite like you. Word. Word. They're done for? Yeah, probably. So, chat. I've been, my wife has been playing the Panini Dragon Ball Z TCG with me. So there were two. There was... Sorry, one moment. You guys just love it when I start a story and then stop it. So there were two. There was in the early 2000s. There was the Score DBZ CCG, and that was horribly mismanaged, so it failed. But the mechanics are really cool. So it had a big cult following that continued to play the game even after the game failed, and that following eventually resulted in. Ooh, we missed. Can we get a Zephyrus? Can we get a Zephyrus to end them all? That's not Zephyrus. Make a bunch of dream cards though. Okay, so I do this, I do this, I do this, and then extra chance for extra Zeph chance. Did we get him? Nope. One more chance, chat. One more chance to get him. Really? All right, well, guess I'll do this so I don't, well, I'm not gonna overdraw anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyways, here's this. So the game, they tried again in 2014, not Score this time, a different company, Panini, tried to do the game again, and they were doing all right, but there was a Dragon Ball Super card game that was being ported over from Japan, and they didn't want to have to compete with themselves, right? They didn't want to have two Dragon Ball card games at the same time. So I think in 2018, they stopped printing Panini cards. But of all the card games I've ever played, Panini, or not just Panini, but both of them, the Dragon Ball card game, like the American version of the Dragon Ball card game, is the most fun mechanics I think that exist in a card game. They're really good. Even if you're not a Dragon Ball Z fan, I like it. It was a really fun game. So anyways, I have a bunch of old cards of that, and corrupt this. I mean, I didn't even need to do that, right? I could have just played it, I suppose. Is this even gonna work now? No, we're still off. Shame on me. I had lethal there. Zephyrs? Nope. Anyways, I wanted to do the corrupted one, but like I could have just done the regular one, right? Anyways, so I really thought that game was fun. I have a ton of the old cards lying around, and Renee and I have been recently watching Dragon Ball Z, and so I got her to play the old game with me. And so we've been playing it quite a bit, and it's been really fun. And the reason I bring this up is because chat will say, chat will frequently assume that my opponent is male. And so like when I read, he's gonna blah, blah, blah in chat, I translate it to they because we don't want to assume. And it reminded me, like, it's really obnoxious. It's really obnoxious thinking about like looking back at these old there we go, got the lethal I wanted. It's really obnoxious looking back at these old card games. You know, Panini was printing cards as recently as 2018, and all these cards just say him on them. Like they all, like when they talk about the opponent, they all say him. And like that's the same thing from the Score one. The Score all say him on them. And so like my 100% of my Dragon Ball Z opponents right now are female because I only play with my wife. And so it'll talk about when your opponent does blah blah blah, he blah blah blahs, and like so I have to like do my Twitch chat translation on every card I play in these decks. Pokemon was pretty ahead of its time. They're using neutral they style pronouns these days when they print cards, but all the way back in 1998 they were using his or hers. So like if you compare that to everything else at the time, it's like Pokemon was pretty progressive. Did you ever play Dragon Ball FighterZ? My best friend would always play blue and turn me into a cookie. I did play Dragon Ball FighterZ. I was quite bad at it, not for lack of trying. I really like it, like artistically. I love Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's really cool, but yeah, unfortunately, I'm quite bad. Isn't them better given it occupies less space than his or hers? But there's a lot of reasons to go for they, them pronouns now. Like, that's the one that I would use. And I'm just saying that, like, comparing the other Pokemon, the other card games from the 90s, early 2000s to Pokemon was already on the, your opponent might not be a male. They were already on that. I'm just giving them credit where credit was due. Like I play a lot of vintage card games, and whenever I play one that isn't Pokemon, they've always got the assume your opponent's going to be male pronouns on them. Was my only point. Did you see that Riot is doing a reverse Hearthstone? Legends of Runeterra canceled, but they're getting a new paper TCG called Riftbound? Yeah, I did. Credit where credit was due. Credit where credit was due. Too real. Man, that's a fast fast nest patron. What? Oh, did I just miss it? The art doesn't change, it's just bugged. I know you guys want me to take this. I think I'm taking this. Hey you. I will play this. Oh, it just isn't corrupt, period? Boring. Boring. But yeah, fine. I guess I knew that. Also, I can't actually do this turn. Since we all hate our opponents, I should just say the idiot, the cheater on the card or something like that. Too true. Was the DBZ game originally in what language? Originally in English. Originally in English. Ba, 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 ba. It's just a product of a different time, chat. I feel like, in 2014 it was pretty, embarrassing to still be on that, in my opinion. But it's not like it's not like there was some awkward language thing that caused it to be that way. It's just back in the 90s, early 2000s, you know, you would, like, a lot of people thought that you know, only men would be playing games like that. So like, you know, like, it's hard to think about that looking back on it, because now I think most people are pretty aware that, you know, all kinds of people play games now. So it just feels archaic to me.
My hand is full.
Goodbye, ETC. I won't miss you. My hand is too full. Also, I didn't really want to stay on this subject forever, by the way, chat. I just I had translated for someone in chat, and it reminded me of my my silly woes. So I thought I'd share. This one? I don't like any of these. I hate that I like can't play minions, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not supposed to. Especially not giant minions. Especially not giant minions that can be used to give my opponent 14 armor.
Time is of the essence.
Hey, James. Wow. Is Imbue Mage really that good, or is it just people haven't found a way to counter it? I mean, the way to counter it is not to play any minions on board. I don't know that it's unbeatable or anything. It's just kind of like, it's one of those decks, you know? So, how am I gonna Zephrys them this turn? Is that even possible? 19 and 6 is lethal, so that's just lethal. Now Marshy needs Zephies, which doesn't super seem like it's happening. Like one chance with this. Zephies? No. Sure, we'll poof. Why not? Been seeing a lot of Imbue Mage and Wild as DK Leech, and that's been wrecking you. Yeah, it's so hard, right? Because you can't actually steal any health. I do not enjoy your content, April Fools. Alright, you got me. I had to play 20 Wild Gods, and it is either Ascena or the Warlock one, but I keep winning too early with the Imbue Mage stuff, suffering from success. You hate to see it. Hope I'm doing well. Thank you, friend. April's Fool's patch notes are out, and Worgen Greaser did not get buffed. I just fell to my knees. Unlucky. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, I'm gonna overdraw something, aren't I? Too many cards. Alright, it wasn't anything I needed. I have one draw card in my hand, and it's this. So I guess that's out. Oh, teach me to have hand size problems. Oh my goodness, that got rid of so much. Alright, come on, Zephies. They're probably 2 ice blocks and done, right? Like, I shouldn't have to worry about anything anymore. This makes it less likely that I'll die to Reckless Apprentice, for one. So I'm pretty happy with that play. It's just, yeah. Beepity boop, beepity boop, beepity boopity beep boop.
I see you've brought guests. I see you've brought guests.
Wow. So I guess I want to play this on 2. So I will. Fair, that means I need to craft Post Malorn. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yeah, so like Shutterblock Malorn to complete the play a bunch of Wild Gods quests. It's the hot strategy right now. Oh, is this Kingsbane? Not the dreaded Kingsbane. Blackrock Mountain Adventure was 2,300 last week, but this week is 2,800? Interesting. I have no choice but to believe you. Good thing you have Sticky in the ETC. True. True. Spinley instead of Sackmelon? We don't seem to have hand space issues rather than draw issues, no? I respect it. I respect it. Finley seems probably good, even if I don't want to cut. Okay, so I feel like Take to the Skies should just be like a really good card in these decks, but it always feels bad. Wonder if I should cut that. Yeah, I could see fitting a Finley in here. Like, it's not really about whether or not we play Juicy Psych Melon, just I could see Finley being a good card for this. Why am I playing Vanilla Sarah? This is Dream Druid, where we play all the Dream cards. Because that is very funny to me. Alright? You guys know that Vanilla Ysera was buffed, actually? Do you have a beast you could do Spinley Curator? I do not. I think I tried to Curator our list recently, and my options were really bad. Like, it was like Viper or nothing. It felt to me. 3 mana draw 2 doesn't cut it anymore, I guess, huh? I guess. Alright, well... There's that. There's that, chat. Is the font different because of April Fools? Yeah, that's 7TF's little prankaroony. Remember when playing a 7/7 on turn 7 was such a huge tempo swing? I remember. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like... I feel like tales of Dr. Boom are incredibly overblown. It's not really that he was actually broken or anything. It's more that he was the good 7-drop in the game at the time. It was him, and then Druid had one too. Like, literally that's it. It was there was a good Druid 7-drop, and there was Dr. Boom. So like, as soon as there were more good 7-drops, they got played, right? Like Abyssal Enforcer, for example. Like, as soon as there were more good 7s to play, they got played. It's just, if your curve was going to go as high as 7, you were playing Dr. Boom. So, there you are. Clearest and removal were also way worse. Yeah. Heals were way worse too. Good times. Ooh. Man, these have been some Rhea Straza-licious games, huh? I'm gonna get 2 Dream cards. So I actually will overdraw if I don't get rid of something. It's kind of fine though. Like, I want to save this for the armor. I'm missing a crucial card. What is it? Lay it on me. Remember when Healbot was premium? Yeah, it was like it's like the best we had, right? Frizz Kindle Roost. Is that the 4-cost one that reduces the dragons? I almost put that in. Do you think I should put it in? I'll put it in if you want me to. I can absolutely be convinced to put that card in my deck. Sure. All right, so there's no way I'm getting rid of that secret, right? I would have to deal damage first, and they take insane mill, yeah. And then I would have to deal the damage first in order to get Zephyrus to give me the secret tech. Or would he do it now because there is no... I don't know. I give up. I'm not going to try it.
I shall bring you rest.
That rope's burning again.
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
My greatest creation, the treasure hoard.
No. Well, it's a good thing those aren't that great because, all right, it's a good thing those aren't that great because, we're gonna burn something. Osgood Shatter, thank you so much for the 17 months, my friend. How are you? How you doing? Boomer, indeed. Indeed. Ooh, they're scared. And they respect the Sarah. Disaster. Ooh, those just lost a lot of burn. All right, well, here we go. Looks like legal to me.
Shall bring you rest.
Looks like legal to me, chat. Thank goodness we had Sticky Finger in the ETC. Otherwise, we'd have never beaten this Kingsbane. Kazakis Druid is primo Buu content. Yep. Remember when Leopard Gnome got nerfed from 2 attack to 1? Yeah. Remember when Abusive Sergeant got nerfed from 2 attack to 1 and they never, ever, never, ever, never unnerfed it?
Starting the operation.
My opponent is officially starting the operation. Bring back the abuse, I guess. Alright. Alright, chat. Narlax or Hopeful Dryad first? Probably Dryad, because then if we get Dream, we just kind of win the turn after. Well, that doesn't matter. Dryad trades. Yeah, Dryad is what we play if we don't get Dream right away. They should really give the Elusive Sister taunt or something, right? Wouldn't that be cool? Narlax always gets Awaken? Oh, okay, fair enough. I was feeling like... Why don't you have taunt? I was feeling like it would survive Awaken, at least. Man, you suck. You're so bad. Not that the Drake was gonna be good here either, right? So I shouldn't be too mad. At least this bot is playing the slowest game of all time. Okay. Do I go for the extra chance at Awaken, or do I do this, hoping to get, like, Desert Nest Matron? Didn't Sister used to be 3 mana? She did. That's not bad. Chat. No! Neralax, you betrayed me. Oh no. Yeah, she used to be 3 mana. They buffed her. Growth Shaper has made Druid more interesting for me. Of course, I don't mainly build it around that. It's just really cool to use with due process, doing the heavy lifting with Kil'jaeden just in case so I don't take fatigue. Word. Thank goodness my opponent decided that it was time to trade into my stuff, you know what I mean? Dream cards seem kind of bad, real. My opponent seems kind of bad.
Starting the operation.
Neralax streams of big juicy stats. I guess he does. I guess he does. Well, do I swipe this board? This is Awaken. It's gonna be great. I knew it. I knew you'd help me out. Hopeful Bungus. Feeling when beatdown deck trades, I know, it's brutal. Sister is too scary to leave alive. Yeah, I guess. She's too dangerous to leave alive. Maybe they'll trade more into my 3/3s. I despise Secret Mage so much, up to this day. Rude. Extra rude. Man, if I don't win this one, I'm gonna be sad. I feel like my opponent gave me every opportunity. My stupid dream cards just weren't here to play. Oh, 1 more mana. Can I survive 1 more turn? I guess in order to do that, I do this. I gain 8 armor. I kill the highest attack thing on their board. I do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go Emerald Drake, save us. I know, right? 1 Reno, insta concede. I don't know that my opponent is one of those humans I've heard so much about. I can also use this on a whelp if I need to. Chat, this is so scary. Yeah, you really think about it. Oh no, that's gotta be Mind Blast then. I refuse to believe that isn't Mind Blast. Okay, chat, it's over. It's actually so Jover. So Jover, chat. The good news is if we full clear, then we're not actually dead to Mind Blast. Don't need to use this, so I won't. I wish I could leave 1 up, because if they don't play a minion next turn, I just lose, right? 1 health and several dreams. Yeah, we've got all the dreams. Play a minion, come on. You know you want to. Yeah! Yeah. If you had held your Mind Blast, you'd have won. Instead, you lose.
Stay alert, my children.
Alright, chat, thoughts? Should I just use this? I really should, right? Like, I should get my extra health in. Maybe should have done this first. Yeah. Hey, Sarah. Boop. Ah, I feel so safe. There's our Emerald Drake. Could be Mindseer and leaving one up loses. Yeah, for sure. Am I training the dragon? I am training the dragon. I'm training it to beat Spaghetti Mage. I don't know what the right of Sarah is. One of them. It was never lethal, right? No way. Come back. Yep, we're back, and more powerful than ever. So this is random order for some reason. Why?
Starting the operation.
Beep beep. Boop.